Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with day 11 of Essential Python Programming for Data Science, and today we are going to discuss the part 2 of the string functions that are very useful from data science and data analytics perspective, and they will be very useful when we will be doing the session on NLP, which is natural language processing. So let's get started. So in the part 2, the first function which we are seeing over here is the strip method, and this method actually returns a string where the characters or spaces are removed both from the left side and the right side. So there are two versions of it, one is L strip and one is R strip. So L strip removes it from the left side, which is left strip, and right strip removes it from the right side. So let's run this code. So here you can see in this string, I have some spaces from both sides and it will perform different functions based on the method we are using. So in case of strip, it will remove the spaces both from the left and right hand side. In case of L strip, it will remove the space from left side, and in case of R strip, it will remove the space from right side. So strip is an important method from NLP perspective where we use to trim the white spaces or any characters from the string. There is another method which is we use, it is called as MakeTrans. So MakeTrans method actually creates a mapping dictionary and a translate method to replace a specified character. So for example, let's say in this particular string I have to replace S with P. So what it will do is, first it will create a mapping dictionary and then it will use that mapping dictionary and the translate function to replace the characters. So this also is a useful function when you want to replace a specified characters within a string. So if we run it, we can say that string is converted into ptrim for practice. Next method which we are talking about is partition. So the partition method splits the string into a tuple actually of 3 elements based on the split string which we have provided. So what it will do is, it will split the string into 3 components. One is the left part of the string, one is right part of the string, and one is actually the string which we have provided for split. So here we are partitioning the string based on the word for. So I will get a tuple which will have at least 3 strings. So here you can see I get a tuple which is a 3 string. One is the left side of for, another one is right side of for, and then the for itself. So this is also a important method if you want to split a string based on a given word. Another important function which we normally use in string processing is replace. So replace is basically used if you want to replace a word within a string with another word. So for example, let's say I have a occurrence of for 2 times. So if I use the replace, it will replace all the for with. But if I specify a number over here, so this number specifies that only first for will be removed. So let's run it. So in the first case, you can see that the for is replaced with, but in the second case, only one for is replaced with because I have provided a index or a value over here, so that will replace only one for. Next method is split. Split is also an important method because sometimes we want to split a particular string based on a specified separator or character, and in split method the default separator is space. So let's say I have a string which is string for practice, and if I want to split it, it will by default it will consider the space and it will split the string and convert into a list. this method will convert into a list, to return a list. Now there is also an index which is being provided. So if you provide an index of 1, which means it will split based on the first space only. And let's say if you have a very big string and you don't want to split this string based on all these spaces, then you can specify this index. So in the second example, you can see that I have provided a value 1, and this 1 will actually split the string with the first space only. So this split is also a very important method. There is another method which is called as split lines. So split lines actually use when you want to convert a string into a list based on the line breaks. So for example, if you have a new line parameter present within the string, it will split the string based on that. So here I have a /n, which is a new line parameter, and if I use split lines, it will actually split from the line breaks and it will convert it into a list. Another important method which we use very frequently is a title method. So title method actually converts your string into a proper case in which each word will be converted into uppercase, where only the first character is the uppercase. That is why we call it as title. So if let's say if it's your name, so your first name and last name, the first character will be uppercase. So let's say I have this string where everything is in lowercase. So if I convert into title, it will convert the first character of each word into uppercase. So title is also used in NLP, wherein we want to make the string in a proper case. There is another method called as ZFill, not used that frequently, but should be aware. What it does is it appends 0 at the beginning of the string till the specified length is reached. For example, here I am using ZFill and I am giving it 30. If my string length is less than 30, then it will actually add the number of zeros to make it equal to the 30. So if I do it, now you see that in the first example, the string length is less than 30, so it added the equal amount of 0 to make the length equal to 30. But in the second case, the length is 15 only. So 15 is less than the current length of the string, so it will not add any zeros. So it is basically used to append any zeros at the beginning of your string. Another important method is uppercase and lowercase, slightly very easy. So uppercase and lowercase is basically used to convert your string into uppercase and lowercase based on the need. So in this example, your string will be converted into uppercase and lowercase. So these are all the important string functions which we have discussed in day 10 and day 11, and these covers all the string functions which we normally use in data science or data analytics or in the field of natural language processing. So another important area which we'll be discussing in our upcoming lectures is regular expressions, which we'll be discussing it, starting it shortly. So the important functions which we have discussed today is strip method, which we use from the data science perspective, and there is partition method. Replace method is also very important. Split method is important, and then we have title and upper and lower case. So please keep revising all the lectures, and the next important topic which we are going to start is NumPy, which is numerical Python. It is a very important topic from data science perspective, because most of the models which we develop, we convert the data into a NumPy matrix. So please subscribe, like and comment your channel, and stay tuned and stay connected. Thank you.